I'm sure you watched the Super Bowl.
No, no, yeah, I watched it for sure.
And you saw the controversy between the flag and all that, and a lot of people.
What was the controversy? Because I saw a little bit of it. What are people upset about? Because J-Lo's Puerto Rican, right? Is that part of? All right, you'd say what happened?
Well, they couldn't understand, right? The way the language that they were singing in, which it was in the Spanish language. I mean, it's Miami, right? So Miami's a high Hispanic.
Specifically, Puerto Rican though is like it's huge in Miami,
Cubans,
right?
Exactly. So it kind of makes sense to have those kind of artists.
What was the controversy? What were they complaining about?
First, they were showing too much.
I saw that one for sure.
I was enjoying it myself. You know what I mean?
I think everyone did. I think even I don't. First of all, I don't know anyone.
Right.
This is what I think about when I think about social media has a lot to do with stuff.
Right.
Because the people that I physically talk to in person, everyone liked it.
Yeah.
But when I go online, everyone's making memes. There's the headline that's like there's the controversy of like if women should be dancing on poles during half times and stuff like that. So I always think like, is it like a company that puts out these stories to make us feel that way, or do you think people are actually upset?
I'm very confident that there's some people that are taking it to that point, to that level, especially when they see so like beautiful women.
So you think it's like haters?
Absolutely. Like there's no doubt.
But do you think it's other beautiful women judging them, or it's people that are out of shape or don't feel good about themselves? If you had to guess, who do you think is upset?
People are out of shape. 50-year-olds that can't look like J-Lo.
Damn, all right, I don't have an argument for that.
That's really what
Shakira is. How old do you think?
She's
like
43.
43. You know your facts.
I know. Yeah. Yes.
I'm on this Super Bowl thing.
I could tell you where she's from. No, I'm just kidding.
I felt like, and I did watch the halftime show. I did see everyone getting upset about it. I didn't think it was too weird, man. Like, being honest, right? Everyone wants to make memes and joke, and they want to be like, "Well, Janet showed this." I saw one that had Adam Levine last year, and it was like all the girls were yelling for this guy. And so it's like I saw that, but being completely serious. I think that there's a time and a place for stuff, and when I watched it, I didn't feel like it was that weird. I felt like they were talented. I felt like they danced, and this isn't just to some guy that's like, dude, these are two hot girls. Legitimately, being honest with myself, I don't think that there was anything even remotely weird about it. There wasn't a wardrobe malfunction. I feel like even when they were showing, like, I think at one point J-Lo had something kind of like, but she was wearing like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like almost like a under shirt or like a lining,
right?
And so like it didn't feel weird to me. I don't know. Whoever's complaining is just being weird.
I think so too. I feel like the whole show was excellent in my opinion. They talking about that pole like she's a stripper now. Like it's just a dance, man. Like there's even pole fitness classes. Like and pole doesn't necessarily mean that you're a stripper or that it's a bad thing. Like it's just. The people with old school mentality, they just want to take it to that level. Like, hey, you should not be doing that. There's kids watching. You got the clicker on your hand. Just change the damn channel.
I think people are obsessed with protecting people from things that actually exist.
Exactly.
And it's like, just because you don't want your child to know it exists doesn't mean he's not going to figure it out.
Like
he's going to grow up and he's going to be in college or maybe even in high school. It's when I went to my first strip club. They're going to find out.
Right.
And would you rather him find out and not have any idea of what, like, oh my God, how come I didn't know this existed? Or would you rather him be like, I know about, I saw this on the Super Bowl.
And just the message behind it. The message behind it. You have the kids in cages singing "Born in USA." She has the Puerto Rico flag on it with the American flag behind it. The message behind that, I believe she's telling people like Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. There's kids out here suffering and feeling like they're caged in. Well, they are part of the U.S. as well.
Yeah, and Puerto Rico had a hurricane hit. How long ago was that? Would you say already?
3-4 years.
3-4 years ago. Yeah, people forget that. I didn't think any of it was disrespectful. And let's get back to that part of it too, because you're right. We're talking about Puerto Rico and people being upset. So I didn't hear that part though. Were they upset about the flag? Was that part of it too?
They were just upset about the dance and how provocative they look.
Really?
More than anything else, which in my opinion, they look gorgeous. I don't think there was anything very provocative outside of the dance. Janet Jackson showed a little bit more than that, right?
Just a little bit.
Adam Levine was shirtless, but he's a man, right? So he can do it. So it's just, it's just people.
Yeah, I think people get upset about silly stuff that makes no sense. It was fun. And if you don't like it, then don't watch the halftime show. Just turn it off. Tell your kids to leave the room. I don't know. I just think it's your job. It's not other people's job. It's like if like parents started calling Showtime and HBO and said, "Hey, do you guys do you guys mind covering up all the naked scenes?
Right.
They're like, no, this is why we're a paid channel. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Right.
But we're not going to just start catering. I think people nowadays think that, like, people need to cater. You notice how even the regular radio stations, like, that we hear in our cars, they sometimes will play certain cuss words now where they didn't used to. I think they're getting to a point where they're like, people are caring a little bit less.